Quiet. Ready for you.
Mr. Brown?
Yes, sir.
How's it going?
Good.
I have here a petition for order of protection and order for a hearing.
Okay.
So, this one's a little different, so let me explain it to you. You must set the date of the hearing on the page number 2, temporary order of protection. The hearing date should be set based on the Thursday morning at 9 a.m., no less than 5 days more than 15 days from the date you were served this order. So
Okay.
contact them.
Yeah, this is my ex wanting an order protection because she didn't want to let me know where my kid lived in Tennessee, which is a terrible shame. And I've never had one violent charge in my whole life. And she stole my kid from me. And now she doesn't want me to be able to stop by and surprise my kid. And yeah. But yeah, absolutely no doubt. You know, I'm not the violent person. She's the one that's got the violent background. Yeah, her new love is a lawyer, and he's inviting this woman into her house, into his house, and he's got an 8-year-old daughter, and she's tried to kill herself 3 times. He is going to find that he's in some serious trouble.
So just contact.
Paperclip.
Just contact him and set the hearing date.
And this could be down here in Sarasota?
I have no idea. It's for what county? Blount County?
Yeah, but do you know where the court's going to be?
I'm imagining it's going to be there.
In Tennessee?
Yeah, because they're the ones.
There ain't no way.
Yeah.
We're going to have to do something
I don't
over
know
the
if
phone.
they can Zoom or something. Yeah.
Yeah, because there ain't no way I'm going to Blount County for this.
All
Just
right, no problem. And thank you.
All right, you have a good day now. So this is my ex. Just gave me a thing that I cannot contact her, a restraining order. This is her new lawyer, boyfriend, soon to be husband. This man does not care that she's tried to kill herself multiple times. He does not care that he let a lying, manipulating liar who stole my kid away from me. Yeah, stole my son away from me. And she said that on the 3rd time that she tried to kill herself, that it was all my fault. I was keeping her locked, or no, she was hiding back in the back bedroom from me for 2 weeks at a time, afraid to come out because, as she said in the report to DCF, that unfortunately she was a victim of mine and my rages, and she was hoping that when she came out of the room after being in there for 2 weeks at a time, hiding with my brand new born son, that she was hoping that I wouldn't tackle her like I did on Mother's Day. On Mother's Day with my son in her hand and then put my arm into her neck. This woman, she was with the Me Too movement. She cried wolf. Yeah, this is the reason why I go down and I protest against Liz Albert. Liz Albert could have been an absolute hero. She could have been a hero. But instead, she's a women's liberalist who hates men. She didn't even bring up the fact that my ex had been suicidal. She didn't bring up the fact that my ex beat up a security guard at Bell's department store. She didn't bring up the fact that Carla's ex, the disabled veteran who she was using and abusing, just like Mr. Gasparic. She married an older man. I think he was 60 years old when she was 22. And then guess what? When he found out that she was using him and she was a drug addict and she was crazy and she tried to kill herself, as soon as she found out that it was a divorce coming, she stole $50,000 worth of jewelry from this man. Yeah, believe that. She sure did. She'll steal $50,000 worth of jewelry from a man that she's married to. You can count on that she is going to steal my son, especially when her mother and her CIA big sexy stepdad knew that if they didn't come up with some really bad stuff to say about me, they weren't going to be able to take my son, 7 months old, to Florida or all the way to Prineville, Oregon, to live their happy little life. And then after my ex gets up there, guess what her mom does for her? Buys her a brand new car, right? Payment for lying on me. Because her mother knew if I would have taken her to court, I would definitely have got my kid. My ex had a breathalyzer on her car when she left my house. DCF, right now, the Child Uniforms Jurisdiction Act, Enforcement Act, if that was in place, you'd have been screwed. This is why I go protest. I do not care about this protection order. It's her boyfriend trying to step in and show how big and tough a man he is. But you know what's funny? When I talk to this guy and I tell him, hey, I think you're desperate. I think you're naive. You know, you're dealing with a very evil woman. The only thing that he has to tell me is that, oh, at least I don't have fake teeth. And I was molested 5 times by the time I was 15 years old. Okay, my mom ended up giving me to the state because I started smoking pot, skipping school, and running away from home. Not one bit of counseling was I given. Then after that, I was turned off into the streets pretty much to be a drug addict. Okay, and I grinded my teeth because of stress. Yeah, these teeth are not real. I grinded my teeth because of stress. And that's the only 2 things that this new man, this lawyer who just filed this order of protection, that's funny. These people think that, oh, you know, some of the things I do aren't good morals and values. Let me tell you something. I will never, ever apologize for anything I've done after you stole my kid. You got that? You got that? I don't feel bad about nothing. Nothing at all. What I do feel bad about is my son figures out that you people are liars and snakes, and you are the reason why he didn't have his father in his life every day. Because me and my mom still had big difficulties because I was told 2 different stories about why my father was not in my life. And that haunts me to this very day. But I sure am glad that Emil, her new man, right, only had 2 things about my teeth and about me being molested by the time I was 15. That's pretty desperate, though. That's pretty desperate. When I'm telling you the truth about your chick, you're going to bring up my childhood when I was a kid, when I had no control of where I was at and what was being happening to me? Yeah, but I actually testified against the last person, and it was, I wasn't fucked by 5 guys like your boyfriend said. I was molested by 3 women and 2 men. Okay? Yeah. It's not a good thing. And it has a ripple effect. My teeth grinding down is one of those ripple effects. Okay? And I didn't have money to put in a face guard when I was older because I was a drug addict. And I didn't have, when my mom would put a football guard in my mouth when I was a kid, when it started happening, I would spit it out at night and grind my teeth down. Okay? I'm not going to show my teeth on there. I have 12 of them. Okay? Because I do have a little bit of self-respect and dignity, okay? However, I am not afraid to say anything that I've ever done in my life. So I'm not a liar. I'm not a child thief. And I wouldn't want to be these folks when my son realizes that his daddy fought hard. I went to DCF, okay? I went to DCF and protested about my son's teeth. And I just found out that they found no neglect. Tracy Waller, that's the first person who said my son had no neglect. She's also the lady who came down and had me drug tested because my mother-in-law said that the police said that I was really high and they had never seen me like that before. But guess what? I got a cop signed a statement that that is not what happened. So absolutely incredible what is going on. And I hope and pray she gives you herpes, bro. Or I wouldn't want to say set your house on fire with you all sleeping in it, but maybe the 4th time's going to be the charm with the suicidal stuff. And you got your little butt hurt, huh? You couldn't handle the facts. You know what? You should take heed. You said that you read all my motions that I served, and you should know how I feel about having my son stolen. And you're going to tell me, oh, don't bother calling us. You know, no, please don't call us and bug us because we're about to go and have a great weekend. You got no heart, bro, and I swear to God, I hope she's going to tear yours up, too, like 100 times worse than mine. And I told you, when she does, don't write me a letter. Don't call me. And don't ever let my kid ride around the car without a seatbelt in the back of your truck or whatever, okay? Yeah, not digging out. My brother was killed by a drunk driver at 19 years old. This woman's going to get you in trouble, bro. And you don't want to know what? You deserve it. Yeah, I remember you that day at the parade. I sure do. I saw her up there smoozing up there talking to you. I was with her. I just got her pregnant. For the 2nd time. I figured out the only way that I could get to be around my kid was to smooze myself up to the girl who stole him from me. That's right. Herpes and all. I banged it. I had to. on a daily basis. Matter of fact, I got her pregnant almost twice. We had 2 pregnancy scares. And I wanted to keep the baby. She wanted to abort it. She drove to Georgia to abort a second baby. I could have taken care of that baby. My son could have had a brother or a sister. Did she care about that? No. She cares about finding a really rich man. Yeah, she told me after her mom found out that I got her pregnant, oh, we can't have David, be saying any of this in court, because we said he was addicted to violence, rape, and torture. Remember that, Carla? We can't go say that. Oh yeah, and David is a very damaged person, and unfortunately, I was one of his victims. This Albert and Marine follow. Don't think I'm not coming back to City Hall. You got that? Don't think I'm not coming back there. I am bought and paid for with you. And with this woman as well. We are never going to get along. I actually got her pregnant after all this. 5 years after she stole my kid. That is dedication. I got to walk my kid to him from school and pick him up for the first time ever because they lived in Pineville, Oregon. And I ain't got a lot of money that I can go run out to Pineville, Oregon. You know what I mean? I did fly out there once. Yeah. But, that's okay. Restraining order. Hey, I could give a fuck less about this. She's the worst woman or person or man in the world that I've ever met. And she tells me, I tell her, you haven't given me an apology ever. Oh, there's nothing that I could tell you. Yeah, you got that right. You should have got that right. And then she tells me, oh, God forgave me, and I forgive myself. And she asked me, who are you to judge me? Bitch, I'm the person that you stole my son from me, okay? Right now, I'm in a prison. There are invisible bars around me. Okay, I wake up most of the mornings with tears coming out of my eyes because I miss my son, okay? That's who I am. And you better realize that there will be payment for this one of these days. Probably when God gives you a good scolding before you get it, or when your son hates you, just like your mother's son hates him. Hates her. Isn't that right? Yeah, isn't that right? That's right. And Mike, Mr. Big Time, Big Sexy CIA, you paid for all this for your criminal wife. You didn't even tell your mom that that the woman you were marrying had just beat up her ex-husband and lost her nursing job? You telling your mother lies. Oh, and she asked me if I had proof. I told her, go look up her record. I have a great big protest sign in my car, but I don't want to bring it out, stress you out, show you her great big mugshot that I had blown up in a 16 by 18. Yeah. These people are crooks. Franceville, Tennessee just got a lot less friendlier. But that's all right.